Hello everybody and welcome back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean and every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time I'm playing baseball. So please be sure to subscribe and ring the bell if you are enjoying the content. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully we have a good one today because we're coming off kind of a brutal loss yesterday. The sinker determined the outcome of the game. They crushed my sinker. I couldn't catch up to theirs or figure theirs out. And we lost 6-1. Blew some opportunities, missed some pitches. But we're going to hopefully get a series win today against Aaron Savale, 8-8 with a 3.55 ERA. Bryce Miller is on the mound for the Mariners, 17-3 with a 2.25 ERA. Hopefully our lineup doesn't get too weird today. We have a couple of guys who are probably going to need some rest as we get ready for a day off tomorrow. And we're going to go ahead and throw on that seafoam green top. Open, overcast day. Pitcher. Okay. So Got our screen here. Rojas is DH. Second, but he's batting cold. It's a right-handed pitcher. Julio, we can DH Julio. Crawford's fine. Rojas is fine, but he's not going to play center field. Don't worry about that. Actually, here, we'll pull him. We'll go Marlowe. Marlowe's probably not going to bat third. I could lead him off and then throw Rodriguez at 2, Crawford at 3. Raleigh could probably use a day off. We'll see if maybe we could push start through this and see if we can keep this lineup as intact as possible. Though I don't know if that's going to be enough. We have a big, long road trip coming up, which is going to get interesting. We have Polanco. Oh, Polanco's in the lineup. So we'll make sure that he is in the 3 spot there, and then Marlowe and Crawford, and then France, Haniger. We have Dylan Moore. How about that? Like a flip. And we'll flip them like that. Good speed at the bottom of the lineup. I think that helped me the other day. The worst case scenario, we kind of just shove everybody up and get Anchia in. But let's see if it'll let us through. No, Cal Raleigh needs a day off. That's fine. That's fine. We'll throw Anchia, and then we'll just slowly work him down the lineup. Yeah, a couple of righties. It's going to be a triple righty as the lineup flips over. We don't have any other. We have a Rojas. Polanco's at second. Yeah, shoot. Can Polanco play? No. What? Now, what can Rojas play? Third, shortstop, left, right. We just might have a righty-heavy lineup today. That's okay. Julio Rodriguez needs a day off. Oh my god, this lineup is gonna suck. He's just DHing. I think I'll just leave it. We're just gonna go with it. I don't really want to. I don't want to. I know that he'd like to try and get other people some at-bats, but we're already down 1 power guy. We don't need to be down 2. We have a very interesting September. If you didn't catch the end of yesterday's video, I took a look at our schedule and the standings, or maybe it was the video before. We're getting into a weird stretch of games where we are playing a lot of playoff contenders. We can really affect the wild card race depending on how we do against teams like the Angels, the Yankees, these Tampa Bay Rays, the Texas Rangers. The Astros are pretty, I don't know if like all but certain, but the Astros are in the best position. And the only reason that we have a lot to work with for, or the only reason that we could really damage the Rangers' hopes. Why would you do that? Okay, everything. I thought everything freaked out. The only reason that we can affect the Rangers' hopes is simply because we play them 7 times. That's it. That's it. I think right now the Rays are in the third, or tied for the third spot in the playoffs. Or third in the wild card, excuse me.
This one popped up.
We will have the NL West crown. We should see, Minnesota should see the playoffs, and Baltimore, which is a frightening proposition. Oh, man.
Yeah, and for some reason, he's really struggled this year with runners in scoring position, Boog. I mean, he's hitting under 200 at nose at bats, and your team needs you to come through if they're going to be able to raise that average in terms of runs per game. And when that's the case, it really gets in your head a little bit, and you start wanting to avoid pressure situations. If you're doing that, your career is going to go downhill. He's got to find a way to treat it like any other at bat, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Crawford with a great play at shortstop. There's a nice out.
Slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. Right through there for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That zone going to be a little bit wide today.
The wind of the pitch. To third.
Okay, not bad, not bad. That is a 5-pitch inning. We do get a generous call on the outside with that slider. I don't know that he swings at the circle change if the slider isn't called strike 2, but we got to take advantage of what we have. Aaron Savale, and even 8-8, he has 16 decisions out of 26 games started, which I think is interesting.
When it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring.
We'll see if we can get into a little bit of a flow hitting the ball. We really struggled with it yesterday. Cutter at 90, a slurve at 80, a sinker at 95, a four-seam at 94, and a slider at 85.
Tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Julio Rodriguez.
Okay, already weird strike zone so far. We had a kind of a similar strike zone yesterday. We saw the slider that I threw out here. That was a strike. And then that pitch inside was a ball. And we saw a similar kind of zone where it just seemed like it was like just a skosh. Toward the left-hand batter's box. Just slurve at 79, too early.
Extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And that is a good start.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And the first pitch misses.
It's a good take on the slurve. I think that's going to be our trouble pitch today. It's not the slowest pitch in the world. That's a bad swing. I think it helps too that the four-seam, the difference between like the high side four-seam and the high side slurve is only about 14 miles an hour.
And that one cutting but missing down low.
But a lot of his other pitches kind of sit between that. It's not like, oh, here's a slurve that's at 80 and then here's a 12-6 curve that's at like 76. You know what I mean? There was a thought in there. I kind of lost it though.
Next offering is downstairs.
So he's been up and near the zone or low and out. Oh, darn. That is just going to be 1 out, so that's fine. We can deal with that. Committed too high in the zone. It's a good pitch. We rolled over. We got what he got what he wanted. Oh, God. Just ignore that. Should have probably flipped more. Actually, Moore's probably fine in that bottom spot because he does have some speed.
Jorge Polanco digs in now. First pitch misses.
Some good takes here. Good take on that sinker.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And he deals. That's in
Okay,
there.
that's fine.
It's
That's
2
fine.
and 1.
I thought that was actually going to stay outside. It's a good cutter on that outside part of the zone.
On its way to the corner.
Damn.
And it's off the wall, but foul. Man at second. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Arozarena makes the catch for the out. Out number 2.
So we were early and then just late.
And next
It's a good pitch mix.
Luke Rayland. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If you want to highlight a portion of the season where he's been really good at driving runners in to score, you can circle his last 10 games.
Rodriguez stands at second with 2 gone.
Ooh. Gotta lay off that pitch. We're not going to do anything with it.
2 outs. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Okay, Slurves down at 78.
He goes down looking.
Yeah, that cutter clipped the edge. Darn it.
A lot of adrenaline.
Okay, a little bit better of a start. We didn't strike out a bunch. That's good. We had a good hit. We had some okay contact there. We were a little early. We can figure it out.
Getting started. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Miller back to work. That one fouled off. The pitch. Inside corner for a strike. 0-2 now.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
And here it comes. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well
nice catch.
listed, just so you
way over here, way over there.
The umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Nice job behind the dish there, Anchia.
Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Oh boy.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. And that drops in for a strike.
A little surprised to get that call, but thank you.
And the pitch. Here's a high chopper. Polanco throws.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't think we were going to get. Don't think we were going to get him. We get the 1 guaranteed out. We're fine.
That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Haniger makes the grab, and that is that.
A little dicier. That's a dicier piece of contact than we want to see, but we're able to make it work. Worst case scenario, because sometimes Polanco's change isn't the fastest between like glove to hand, so I think it makes sense in that case to make sure that we are just taking the guaranteed out. It was a real slow roller.
And he takes a strike.
That is not what we were looking
for. He may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Sets him down looking.
I was looking inside.
Trigger on a
Fuck.
fastball at the knees.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me
that's a little surprising.
Now it's going to be Mitch Haniger.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
4 straight strikes is a little surprising, especially when he employs a cutter or a slurve and that slider, which we haven't seen yet, but feels like a good put away pitch. I mean, even the sinker they'll
next offering is
try and drop low.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
No, made that nice and easy. So 4 straight pitches in the zone for the strikeout on France, and then 4 straight balls to walk Haniger. And we feel like we've done a pretty okay job with cashing in walks lately. Just don't go look at that Dodgers game where we drew a bunch of walks and scored 0 or 1 run. That's too aggressive.
Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And another ball.
Thankfully, that one was foul very early on that slurve.
And the right-hander deals.
Oh, he locked me up with a cutter.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
And it's 1-1.
He really been working low in the zone, and then I just was hoping it was a pitch that was going to go off the plate a little bit.
And a swing and a miss.
That slurve is very effective at 79.
The pitch. 2-2. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
We're not going anywhere. That sinker tops out at 95.
And
we roll over the cutter.
They take the force out, third out, and that ends the frame. Mariners lead 1. We'll move to the third.
So a couple of strikeouts in the inning, and then a pitch that we roll over. It's just not. It is just not clicking, and it's not even like we have like a bad lineup necessarily.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Late swing, fouled off. The 1-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Rayleigh.
Nice play by Rayleigh out there. I really hate where that pitch ended. I hate where that pitch ended up. Blah. Words.
In, Taylor Walls. Just missed. That just misses.
Oh, fuck off.
Top of the third, no score. Swings through that one for strike one.
One strike.
How?
And a
What?
foul ball. And the 2-2.
There we go. That was a pretty ugly
Fastball
9
letters,
degrees to the
frozen
left.
for strike three.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Oh, nice play. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over
Nicely
there.
done by Dylan Moore over at third.
Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
We head to the bottom half. Both teams have a hit.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Dylan Moore. The wind of the pitch. A swing and a miss.
Damn.
And that's strike one.
That cutter was dotted way too early.
Next offering
That's
in
just
there for a
awful.
strike.
That is awful.
0-2.
Somehow, well, I guess that makes sense. Okay. You're willing to go cutter top shelf with 2 strikes.
And it skips into dirt.
Let's focus up here.
That misses the zone.
Lock in.
The count is even 2-2. Swing and a miss.
Fuck me.
And he struck
Wow.
him out. Now one away.
Okay.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner.
That
where you can't
was
really do much damage, but it's
too
close
early on a
enough where
slurve.
you
Gross.
gotta protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
That is a forcing that we probably should have annihilated.
Out of play. Next offering
That
in
slurve
there
is starting
for
to
a
crush
strike.
me. It is really giving me trouble here. It is so fucking slow.
That one is
I
upstairs.
thought with his pitch mix having more in between there, with like cutters at 90, sinker is at like 95, four-seam, the slider, which we haven't seen. I thought that it wouldn't seem as slow. I am way off, way wrong.
And a foul ball. He
Cutter
stays
way
alive.
up there.
That misses the zone. Ball 2.
Damn you with the slurve.
For the K.
Fuck.
And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed. By keeping
It's
him
slower
on
than I'm
base.
anticipating because I'm looking at the high speed of
Pressure on everyone.
80, and it's more consistently in that 70s, high 70s.
And deal with the next guy.
Crawford takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
There's a sinker at 93.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Ooh.
And another ball.
That's
It
a
is
big
interesting,
difference.
though,
14
when you
miles an
consider
hour.
The way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That one missed.
Come on.
Out there to center, Palacios moving under this one and makes the grab.
So we've at least driven up the
That
pitch
is the
count.
third out of the inning.
Mixing in that slurve is giving me a lot of trouble.
On to the fourth. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Ahmed Rosario.
God damn it.
This
What
one
the
in
fuck?
air. Crawford has a beat on it. Nabs it. One up, one down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Next off,
We missed kind of a similar pitch against or with Rodriguez. Obviously, we didn't. It wasn't a pop-up or anything, but it was a pitch that should have been crushed.
He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the third baseman.
Paredes batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And he grounds one to the right side, and it goes just foul. And the 0-2. Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch.
That's a strike. That is strike 3.
This to center field on his way over. And
Crawford with a nice catch there. So it's only one extra pitch. It's not a great two-seam fastball, but we're able to get there. Now, if we can stick with this slower pace at the dish, maybe we can try to get to the bullpen and do something against them. 57 pitches through the first 3 innings. That's 19 pitches per.
A line to kick the pitch. Polanco, a former All-Star, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
81. Gross. Got me. Fucking sinker.
And he didn't like the call.
God damn it. It's a... Oh.
Played on that outer third, and that pitch finished. Right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
If you look at this series, if you look at the series against the Dodgers,
Struck out looking at his first
this is
at-bat.
why I'm very worried about the playoffs. Damn
And
it.
that one fouled off.
When we have to face consistent good
Now base
pitching,
is empty.
and I'm sure that this is probably
Finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
true for,
Generally, second, third time through the
you know,
lineup,
the
you're
pros
gonna
as
be
well.
able to lean on those
Consistent good
secondary
pitching,
pitches and
having a
command
real hard
it.
time
He's doing
getting
a
good
nice job
results.
of it.
So a real difficult time.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Backed off the plate that time. That one ripped low. Going back on this one. Banks off the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately.
Been a tough stretch of the plate for a lot of our team throughout this series.
Kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner, and it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the
Is it
first
2
run of the
outs?
ballgame.
Pretty sure how that's all of the runs were
And
scored
it's second with
yesterday.
one away. And up next for Seattle, Ty France. Went down on strikes his first time through. And fouled
It's a
off.
slurve.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is
yeah.
ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Haniger
Slow
swings through
down.
for strike 1.
Slow down.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball.
We've still got him to throw. Never mind.
Man on second, 2 down. Fought off foul. This one kicks
Oh,
away.
don't
a
go
little as
anywhere.
he can't squeeze it. And the runner holds. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses. 3 and 2 now. Hayden Marlowe up next.
Ooh, I thought that was strike 3. I thought it was strike 3.
Man at second. Laser base hit around third.
That is a huge hit. Thank you, Haniger. That is a 2-out
Just a really nice
RBI single. Let's go.
There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
I'm getting him to throw close to that 19 again.
First. Here's the center fielder, Cade Marlowe.
That's a great take. That is a great
Tired or
take.
not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
In the air right field.
I think unfortunately just a little too far under it.
Makes the
Darn it.
play, and it's out number
Darn it.
3. But the RBI single pushes across a run.
That'll
It's
work.
now 1-0.
That'll work. That's
It's
this
Major
is
League
where
Baseball,
we've
and it's
struggled
on the show.
for, I would argue, this entire season. It's a little contact swing there. We have good speed on the base paths. That's what we are looking for.
And stepping in for the Rays, Brandon Lau.
Brandon
The pitch.
Lau.
Swings through that one.
Well, these Rays just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Fouled off. He was late. And the pitch. One gone here.
There we go. I'll
Just
take
a
that.
beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Langoliers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios.
Oh my
First pitch,
God.
and that's in for a strike. Line drive, base hit. Here's the throw. He is safe.
I think I pulled him in a weird direction. It was a bad jump.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground to the left. Off balance feed. There's one. Got him. The double play cuts down to potential.
I'm not 100% sure what happened at third. It looked like it was well in the red, and then it just kind of jumped
Nice throw to first,
to the green.
and that's the way
Not
to end the
sure,
inning.
but I'll take it. That is as tight a double play as we're gonna come up with. God dang, nice play at third yet again by Dylan Moore.
We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here's the catcher, Jake Anchia. Savali back to work. Splits the plate. That's
Let him throw that cutter up high, no
Bay's
problem.
bullpen with some action. Sean Armstrong getting loose out there. Kelly also getting ready.
Oof, that was just a bad swing. We were late on it. Everything was bad.
And ball 1.
1-2.
And that's down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Langoliers collects, fires to first. In time to get him. One
That
away in the strikeout.
fucking
And now Kevin Cash
goddamn
ready to
sweeping
make a
curve.
move to the bullpen. Aaron Savali is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New
That
pitcher
is so
coming up.
frustrating. It was
Be back in a
nowhere
minute.
near the zone. At no point was that fucking ball a strike.
Now on the mound for the Rays.
This was the one I'm going to take out of the yard. No, you're
Efforts
fucking
still
doing
pretty
shit
early
with
in
it. It was
ballgame,
in
so
the dirt.
this bullpen
The
has
catcher
some
couldn't
work
even
to do.
catch the fucking
Best-case
ball.
scenario might be if he can come in here and
Fuck.
get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's Dylan Moore. 0 for 1. He
Yeah,
struck
too
out
early was the
swinging
problem
last
on
time.
that. So 97, oh my god. 97 on a fastball, 78 on a curveball, 85 on a changeup.
And fires in a fastball at 95. And there's a strike.
Cool. Excellent. I love when that happens.
And he dodges that
I looked up and it
fastball.
was down. I looked down and it was up. I looked down and it was up. Okay, at least stay alive. It was...
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And another ball.
Showing some fight here. Okay, good job to
He's
foul it
a little
off
front, but
more.
Did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Next one is off the plate. Full count now. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Got him.
Fucking
looking. That's
fuck.
a strikeout.
Really good bat.
I had all the time in the world.
Pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping to
Man,
get
that
the
is...
Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards
Rodriguez, the batter now as he swings and misses.
flip the
for strike
swings,
one.
you dumb fuck.
Next offering
Now,
upstairs.
thankfully, he doesn't have a ton of energy.
Good eye
Because, like,
right
I could
here.
understand getting tied up on a fastball on the outside. That was a fucking... That was his slowest pitch, and I just watched it come in.
Outside. Swings and misses.
Just too late.
And now
We're
3-2.
so late on the
Might be
fastball.
time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out.
Okay.
He's really late right now.
He made that nice and easy. Two really awful
You could draw
swings.
walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw one. Crawford stands in here. Tried to hold back his
What are
swing
we
there, but went
doing?
around. Next offering in there.
What are we doing? What? Why am I not getting a check swing animation?
As he asks for time
Fuck.
to play.
I know the answer is why are you swinging at this shit in the first place?
Check on the runner. And
But
he's
god
back
damn.
standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
2 outs. Runner on the go. Had him out front for strike 3. One left for Seattle, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back in Seattle, start of the 6th, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Taylor Walls.
You're kidding me. What the fuck was that? Fucking god damn it.
As he turns on the rubber. With that
He threw
55
3
delivery.
pitches that were nowhere near the strike zone, and I swung at every fucking one of them. I want to scream at myself.
Short hop liner handled it short. Sends it across to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The right fielder, number 15. Josh.
Nice
The
play,
Rays
Crawford.
batting order turns over. Josh Lowe will hit next. Fastball for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity.
I've had trouble
and stay
figuring
there.
out
The
Miller's
Rays trailing by a
rhythm
run
pitch-wise.
here in the top half of the 6th. Next offering misses.
Like, we've had
And
just
ball
enough
2.
runners on.
And another ball.
Here's an opportunity
Really?
to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one finds the zone. Full count now. Bounce to the right. France.
Okay.
And he handles it himself for the
Just
out.
we're playing pretty well defensively. I mean, man, that is such a fucking irritating half inning. I am so annoyed with myself.
Pulls that one foul.
Obviously kind of fooled me with that curveball, but that Crawford at bat is just fucking abysmal.
Compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Fires to first on the run.
Good defense by our infield there. We need to get some arms up in the bullpen.
Out there now. It's the Mariners 1, the Rays nothing.
Fastball's at like 96. They used to throw a curveball up there. Nowhere near the goddamn zone. I'll just swing at that. Don't you worry.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. There's a strike.
Well, these Mariners putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
The timing was good. Obviously, it's a bad swing because we're under it. Probably a pitch that we should have crushed, but you're not really anticipating a changeup in that spot.
Pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
That one missing inside.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And a curve misses out.
So who do we have that we can use? We can warm up Brash and Spire. Got a couple more righties, but we only have a 1-run lead. It is the 3rd time through that order. Let's see what happens here in the bottom of the 6th.
And that one fouled off.
So late on that fastball.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That missed inside. And now 3-1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
One down, base is empty. On the ground to
Okay.
short.
Hey, at least we put some contact on it.
Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 23.
Ty France getting ready.
We're not seeing this fastball at all. That was the one we've been on in its contact swing.
Sharp grounder,
Okay.
that's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Mitch Haniger. Swings through that one.
Too aggressive there. Good timing on it.
And a foul
A little
ball.
late. Should have crushed it. Should have absolutely annihilated that ball.
2 outs.
Good take. Good take on the changeup.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Take on that 4-seam as well.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's the 3rd out. Mariners leave 1, but they still lead it 1-0.
I think we need to bring someone in to have them look at something different.
Back at T-Mobile.
Let's see where we are in this lineup. How is...
All set for the
He's in the
start of
green.
inning. And stepping.
No. He's only at 60 pitches.
So out of
I'm
the
not
bullpen
messing
for the
around with
Mariners,
this.
Matt Brash.
We only have a 1-run lead and we're
He
doing
has a great
jack
slider
shit
with tons of
offensively, so...
movement.
We don't have the wiggle room to go like, well, we'll just leave them in and see what happens. No. Trust your gut. Just give them something different to look at. 3rd time through the order. And we've left a couple of pitches over there with him as well, so it's We don't need the mistake. That's a strike. Don't know why that wouldn't be.
And a pitch. Bounce to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Brash, a righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a slurve, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. In there at the knees. And that's strike
I'll
two.
take it. I'll take it.
And that one hammered Rayleigh. Going back. It bangs off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's there with a double.
Not really sure what happened with the pathing on that cutter. It was real bad. Just thankful it's a double.
So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Just missed. So the tying run at second. That one's in there. And the count is 2-2. Rays down by a run. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Okay,
Fights
good
it off,
adjustment.
you'll see
You
another.
see it a little bit better.
Man at second. Got it. 2 away.
Nicely done, Brash.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Yeah, pulled that one too far
the
left.
Next to hit takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Oh no, he dropped it.
But he made a recovery. He made the recovery. Nicely done, Dylan Moore.
The Rays strand
Oh
just the
my
one. They trail
goodness.
here, 1-0.
Either way, he got the ball. He knocked the ball down. They weren't going to score a run. Even if it's first and third, I could deal with that. We can work with
A lot
that.
of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work
So we are
behind
what?
him. They'll have to be
Top
on their toes with him on the
or
bump.
bottom 7 here.
Well,
Goodness gracious. Left right switch. And better against lefties. Yeah, I don't like what we're working with here. Let's do that. Might need a long
one-run
save
game. Cade Marlowe now at the plate.
from Munoz.
And he deals. Fastball for a strike.
And there's just nothing we're going to do with that. Cutter at 94, a sinker at 97, a four-seam at 97, and a slider at 87.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Falling behind 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time. And now a full count.
3 balls, 2
Chance
strikes.
to collect himself now as he asks for time.
It's a couple of really nice pitches low in
So
the
now
zone.
3-2.
Okay,
In the air to
hey, stay
left
alive.
down the line.
Stay alive.
And that will drop foul. Outside.
Hey, there we go, Marlowe. Way to stay alive.
Back and forth and that at bat. He
Yeah.
had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Chia in the box
It's
now.
a
As he
little,
leaves that one
Armstrong's a
high.
little
Moving
wild.
into the bullpen, Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker bowler. He looks to be readying himself. Misses just off the outside.
Do we actually go ahead and put up a lefty? Actually,
At edge, I think that was a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Hit in the air, center field.
drop?
He's got it. And there's one down.
Really? Just not even a little bloop shot going our way. We're just late on it. Obviously under it, but
In the air out to center. On the move. Tracks it down for
Fuck.
the out. 2 away down.
who is in their outfield? He is so fast.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 1 for 2. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. Goodbye,
Julio! Let's go.
His second home run of the series, and they add a
38th of the season. I didn't think that was going to get out. We have looked at several balls that just
Well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous.
they've either sailed out of the infield for an out in the outfield, or they've stayed in.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at.
I did not think
Really
this
good
one was
job.
getting out. We had pretty good contact with a double earlier. That just stayed in the yard.
Now it's the shortstop.
Just
J.P.
late.
Crawford, 0 for 3.
We're able to get it out.
A fly
3-0
ground out to strikeout.
Seattle here.
Shortstop takes the ball.
Bottom 7. So now our pitching situation becomes kind of interesting, I guess. This guy has no confidence.
Pitch misses. Down 2-0. Armstrong maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can
He's
come
been
out feel
he's been
good,
knocking,
and all of a sudden get touched up a
getting
little bit,
good.
and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Left field. Rosarena moving
Yeah, see,
under
that's
and that's
just
the
late
inning.
and bad. That's a really bad follow-up.
2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now 3-0. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. And now the center fielder, Richie Palacio.
Richie
And the right-hander back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And a good eye there.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Foul ball there. At the belt and fires. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. His righty-lefty splits there. And there's a strike. Good here.
How is that pitch that good and still that
Quiet
much
in this
play?
series still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And 1-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Caballero
Come on!
up, appeal to first, and no swing, says James Kingsley. And the righty deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Palacios gets his lead at first. Nobody out. got him for strike 3.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Go ahead and bring in Santos.
Gregory Santos.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and
I have
rarely gets in
a
trouble
lot of
because
confidence
free
with some of the
passes.
decisions I'm making here. Currently still a save opportunity. Been just had a sink. Can't figure out the. There we go. Timing and the rhythm.
And now here is Taylor Walls. Bottom of the zone and a cold
All right, so we have
strike.
one out here. We're
The
giving him
Mariners
something different to
leading
look
by
at.
3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second.
Nice
Double
jump
play.
throw.
They can't
Beautiful.
seem to
Hey,
break through.
let's go.
Inning over.
2 pitches,
No
2
runs,
outs.
no errors, and no
That's what we're
left.
looking for.
One half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mariners 3, the Rays nothing.
Did not look like Polanco touched that base at all, but
Now on the bump, Kevin Kelly.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Three, four, 5 due up for the home team.
94 on a
At the
fastball,
plate,
78 on a
Jorge
curveball,
Polanco.
slider at 84, changeup at 82.
And here it comes. 0-1.
Jesus
No ball.
God, he fucking went with a changeup.
Comes up empty as he chases that one
A
in the dirt.
curveball that was even slower. This is bad.
Foul ball still 0-2. Right-handed reliever.
There we go,
Base hit center
Polanco.
field.
There we go. A little perfect on that
I'd say a mistake
curveball.
pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Luke Raley. 1 for 3. Swung on, belted. That's back.
That's what I thought we were going to get with the Julio at-bat. I can't believe that sound and it stayed in the yard.
Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in.
Fuck.
Got to be a big man.
God damn it, Seattle.
If you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park, it just knocked that ball down.
Man at first, Ty France up next for the Mariners.
You could look at it how it is. It's not blowing directly in that way, but it killed that ball. But it would have also, it carried Julio's. So that's
Bullpen
good
movement
news.
For the Rays. Tyler Rogers warming up for manager Kevin Cash. And that one a little below the knees. 1-1. And another ball.
2 balls. 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2.
2-2.
The pitch stays alive.
okay. Thankfully, we are able to get a piece of it there.
Right-hander kick steals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. That misses, and the count is filled up.
Okay.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Able to hold my thumb back on that one. John France.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
He
Palacios
is all
looks it
over
away
center
for the
field.
out. And
That's
two
like
away.
4 or 5 putouts he's had in the last, like, 2 rounds of bats. Fucking God.
So man aboard, and now the right fielder, Mitch Haniger. First
Too
pitch
aggressive
swing.
on that swing. We were looking way low.
Kicks and deals. That
One
missed
ball,
by a
two
lot.
strikes.
And that's ball 1. Out towards left center. Rosarena moving under it.
Man, there's just
Makes the catch.
nothing.
And
We're
that
not
is the
able to
end.
get
One left for
anything under
Seattle,
these.
But they're on top by a count of 3-0.
All right, Munoz. Slam the door.
So they turn to their closer, Andres Munoz.
Number 75.
Pretty remarkable what he's done in the closer role this year. 49 saves so far, going for number 50 right here.
Nope. 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 All right, Munoz. Let's go one more round. Let's throw some of these in the zone. Slider might not be sliding all that well. Actually, throw another one. That's a little more what we're looking for.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Josh Lowe. The pitch. And that one hit to first. France gets it to first.
That was
And
dicey.
out number
That
one.
was
Really nice job to get
so
your-
frightening. I don't know why he lobbed it. Just to just a little
He's
more, a
2
touch
outs
more
away.
zip, please.
Ahmed Rosario next to hit for the Rays. Smoked on the ground a second. Polanco tosses to first.
Come on.
Down
Here
to
we
the
go.
Last out for the Rays. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Randy Arozarena.
Oh God, what?
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
No. That's no.
They're down to their final strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only
Right through their bottom.
We got a very beneficial strike on strike 2 against Arozarena, but maybe just froze him with with that slider in the corner. That's a decent win. We are really struggling against 500 pitchers and above. And pitchers with specific pitch mixes really give us trouble. High velocity or even mid-90s fastballs coupled with a very slow changeup or changeup 12-6 curve or sweeping curve. Those have given us a lot of trouble throughout this season, and it was evident in these last couple of games. We could not figure out the sinker yesterday. We had trouble getting to their pitching today. However, we did a much better job at, 1, not striking out a ton, and 2, we also had some nice defensive plays, but 2, we also drove up their pitch count by like 20 per inning. I think he left to right around 80-something pitches, and that was in the top of the 5th, something like that. Munoz picks up his 50th save. But yeah, 4.1 innings pitched, so he did leave in the top of the 5th. Aaron Savale gets the loss. 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned. So we struck out a little bit more than I realized. Bryce Miller only struck out 3. This is a team, this Tampa Bay team gets a lot of contact. We had great plays on the defensive side. A player of the game shows Bryce Miller, who pitched 6 innings. Also gets your win. I don't know if I said that already. But 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks, no earned. Dylan Moore at third base, huge, huge. He made 3 or 4 really good plays, even bobbled one that at least prevented the run from coming in at that point, but was able to pick it up, regroup, and get the ball over to first for the out. That's good stuff. That's what we're looking for. Those are the bounces that don't feel like they go our way all that frequently. Julio was 2 for 3 with a 2-run blast in the bottom of the 7th. Rayleigh was 1 for 4, as was Haniger. Rayleigh was a double and a run. Haniger 1 for 3 with a ribby. Cade Marlowe 0 for 2, but he did score a run, so that is good news for us. So we wrap up a series win. We continue our rough August. I don't think September is going to get a whole lot better, but hopefully we can get into a good flow offensively. We have the day off, and then on Friday, we will be starting a series against the Los Angeles Angels, and this is the big road trip, so our lineup's going to get kind of interesting. We're going to need to make sure that we utilize these days against the Athletics, bring in the call-ups, bring in the backups, and just make sure that we are giving guys rest for the St. Louis series so we can take advantage of that day off. It's a big 6-game homestand. You have San Diego, who we typically play pretty well against. We have Texas, New York, Texas, Houston. Once we get through the Athletics, I don't know why I keep wanting to say the Athletics, and I'm completely overlooking Los Angeles, who's 71-62. But once we get through this stretch against the A's, it is brutal. That is a brutal stretch of games, and that's not even and that's completely discounting the Los Angeles Angels. Let's advance the day. Let's advance the day again and get you set for Tyler Anderson, 10-3 with a 4.78 ERA. Dear God, it doesn't get any easier for us. Luis Castillo, though, he's on the bump for the Mariners Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on the channel. 21-1 with a .94 ERA. So good news for us. Pitching-wise, offensively, yikes. That's not looking good for us, but we'll see how that goes on Friday. Enjoy the off-day content tomorrow. Subscribe right here for more. Where the gameplay is, ring the bell down below. You can watch baseball here and check out this morning's video up there. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.